Good morning. My name is Lynn Emslie and I've been asked to tell you about my books, Jasper and Milo. I have written 3 books, Jasper and Milo's New Home, Jasper and Milo's Walk in the Park and Jasper and Milo's Great Adventure. I wrote these books because my husband and I have had dogs all our lives, but we've always had young ones and helped them develop and grow up and supported them. But then we were working with a charity and our previous dog had died and we were asked if we would adopt 2 dogs. They were well looked after, they hadn't been abused or anything, but due to personal circumstances the owners couldn't look after them anymore. So we adopted them, but they were 6 years old. They came from their previous owner via the charity with a lot of information about their lives and their histories and their toys and everything they had liked. But I was wondering what they were like as puppies and how they'd got to be 6 years old. So I sat down one day and wrote Jasper and Milo's New Home based on the information I had been sent. So the journey then took place. The books were published, got the book published, but it also set out for me, working with charities and with libraries, to try and help people understand what the needs of puppies were. The books are written from the puppy's perspective, as 2 siblings, 2 brothers, and how they go into the world of a new home, how they understand what living in a house is and working with a family, and the love they can receive. So the second book developed was because I followed the process of when you have a puppy, the milestones you go through with their inoculations, with their first walk, with their first collar. So Walk in the Park was their first venture out when they'd had all their jabs and were able to go for a walk and their experiences. The third book followed that when they got more adventurous and actually broke out and had a great adventure and all the things they experienced on that, and the realisation that home was a safe place where they were loved and cared for. I have been using the books as a tool, working with libraries and other organisations to work with women in particular who have not been brought up with bedtime stories, to look at their needs and their literacy skills, and to help them read stories to children through reading with your kids, and by helping them read out aloud to the children benefited for having one-to-one quality time, but also the adult could practice their reading skills, and that's been very successful and I wish to continue to do that. I've enjoyed quite a bit of publicity from the books. They've taken me on a great adventure. I've done radio shows, interviews, podcasts. I've appeared in very around England, book fairs, London Book Fair. I read a story there. I have appeared at a national pet event with the National Super Vet. I read my book, Jasper and Milo's New Home, just after his session. So there's quite a lot of publicity. I have a website, I have Twitter, X and Facebook, and the books have always been well received. And I wish to write a 4th book, which I am thinking about at the moment. So any help you can offer with that would be greatly appreciated. I've reached to the point where I need to take this to the next level. Thank you very much for listening. Bye bye.